2018 has turned into the year of the New York bred, with Diversify and Mind Your Biscuits finishing 1-2 in the Grade 1 Whitney at Saratoga. We also had Voodoo Song winning the Grade 1 4-star Dave, as well as many other New York breds performing in graded stakes and stakes, whether it be open or state bred company. We caught up with Jeff Canizzo, head of the New York Thoroughbred Breeders, as well as several trainers prominent in the program, such as Linda Rice and Gary Contessa, to speak about the benefits of the program as well as the success of the New York bred horse.
Arguably one of the best years for the New York bred program, and it's based on its racing. And really that's what we're striving for here, is to take New York from a regional program and make it, a national entity. And it's done so through racing, and when you have horses like Mind Your Biscuits, Audible, 4-star Crook, Voodoo Song, Diversify, the list goes on, and it's Grade 1 horses running on every Saturday across the country. It's a special year.
And there's no doubt that the program has improved tremendously over the last 10-15 years. We used to be, all of us, a little bit negative about New York bred, which was a mistake.
Exponentially they've improved. They are competing at all levels all over the world. You think you have the New York bred star, but every time you turn around there's another one popping up. But I'm just so proud of my girl.
New York breds are an incredible investment for any owner. When I get a new owner, I don't go and buy him an open company horse, I buy him a New York bred, because the New York bred racing is phenomenal.
I do shop all the sales, but I do give extra credence to the New York breds when I see them.
There is no breeding program in the entire United States that can hold a candle to the New York bred program.
Sunnyside started it. A New York bred winning the Kentucky Derby, the greatest race probably on the face of the earth. I mean, the race everybody wants to win. And the farm where he was born is pretty close to my farm. And the children got a bed sheet and they put it up on the barn and they painted Sunnyside was born here, and it was kind of a very New York thing.
You have some top-class New York bred, Diversify, Mind Your Biscuits, Disco Partner, and they can, they prove that they can compete with anybody else in New York. The bottom line is the money. We're giving more money to the program, more money in purses, more money in Breeders' Award, and it just shows that if you give the right amount of money, you can improve any kind of state program.
And then you have a horse like Audible, who was on the Triple Crown Trail, Grade 1 winner in the Florida Derby, who's going to be pointed again towards a 4-year-old campaign. It's exciting to see what will come out of that as well.
Well, when I decided to race in New York full-time and make New York my home, I thought that the New York bred program was something that I needed to invest myself in, and it's worked well for me. Labrador was a New York bred, Hot Sea Gorilla New York bred, Voodoo Song is a New York bred. So I could see early on in my career in New York when I moved here that I thought, well, if I'm going to stay, this New York bred program is pretty exceptional, and let me see if I can get involved. And I've gone on to have great success with the New York breds.
We're getting better and better stallions in New York now, and we've just doubled the amount of money, the purse money, for the stallion stakes, and so we are encouraging more and more good stallions to come to New York. That's our hope.
The New York breds are the greatest, and everybody around them is the greatest, and there'll be more and more New York breds, competing at the highest levels of it as there are now.
Believe me, New York breds have made my career.